Bro, we should sponsor coconuts. Like, coconuts should hit us up.
But low-key, Pringles should sponsor me, bro. I'll be eating Pringles every day.
I'm being dead ass. Hit us up. You should tell us, bro, we promote coconuts. Because it's a very underrated fruit.
Yeah, bro. They're actually so good for you.
But low-key, I was feeling like kind of, when I drank one, I was like,
Yeah.
Tiny buzz.
It's so refreshing, bro.
Bro, I don't think we're gonna be talking about music. I think this podcast is just sponsored by coconuts. This isn't even the Exiles, this is coconuts.
Coconut podcast, bro.
You know what we should have done? We should have set up his Spotify account before this so we can link his Spotify.
Bro, let's set it up after this and we'll link your Spotify.
And we can link my TikTok or whatever.
Bro, we're gonna play some music. People fuck with your music. They're gonna wanna like they ask for Spotify.
And we'll see, like, for example, in this podcast we'll talk and see like the feedbacks if people think, oh, I should release or not.
Yeah.
And if we ever make like a second podcast, some shit, I'll be like, well, my shit will be released. For me, because I'll just see the feedback. Of course.
How did you get into the music industry in the first place?
I don't know. I was 13. I was just rapping in my room, just making music, seeing like watching YouTube, people making music and stuff. I was like, I want to get into that too. So I made like my first song was a diss track. It was like, you know, the old like baby flows when you're like, I don't really want, like those like slow flows. I started based on that. And then I just started going and growing. Went from like copying people to making my own beats to making my own flows, and shit went really well.
That's nice. And you relate to every song you have, right? Like every song has a story behind it.
Yeah, sometimes, but and some of my songs, people think I'm cap rapping, but it's like when people come up to me and they're like, oh, you cap rapping, when I rap about like Glocks or any of that, I'll be like, yeah, I'm cap rapping, because like I'm not really trying to get into trouble.
Yeah, I get you. I feel you. You need it for the lyrics.
I'm not gonna get in trouble.
Like, you're not gonna like try to prove that, like, no.
Yeah, I'll be like, no, I got Glocks.
You don't gotta prove people. Come on. What's the most song you think you relate to that you wrote?
There's a song I made about my ex once, like my old ex that I was with for like 2 years. I made a song that was like, it's like, the song name is called I Don't Miss You, because like me and my ex, we went through hella bullshit. Like she used to be like abusive. Like back then I was a really nice guy. I was like, there are people that would do anything for a girl. Like even if she hit the fuck out of me, I would do like anything type shit. I was this guy, because I was really innocent back then. But then I don't know, I just started like, well.
You can pick up, don't worry. We pause.
Yeah. Like we're not
Yo,
live.
baby, what's up? Yo, what's up, baby? Yeah. Wait, just send me his. I'll talk to you after, because right now, I'm doing a podcast. Wait, I'm doing a podcast now, so like, give me a bit. Bye.
Sneak in a couple of.
What was that?
That's my thing.
Oh, well, what happened? All I heard was screenshot.
Yeah. So she has like a TikTok. Like she deleted all her TikTok videos, but like one of her TikTok had books that kind of show. So like one guy screenshotted it and like sent it to her. So she's like, oh, someone did this and that. I think you know him. So you just want me to talk to him. But this shit hitting though. This coconut shit, low key.
Yeah, but I told you. Yo, we're getting people on coconuts.
Sponsored by coconut.
Sponsored by coconuts.
We should make our own coconut brand.
Cats fly.
Cats fly coconuts.
Bro, we'll go to like fucking. Where do coconuts grow?
Bro, I don't know. Islands.
Shit, Hawaii.
We should make this like a thing, like going to every country and trying their coconuts.
Yo, that would be fire.
I'm so down, bro.
Yeah.
We went from a podcast to just straight up coconuts. We forgot about our brands.
The podcast should be called like coconuts something, I don't know. Like that is the Coconut Brothers type shit.
I think that'll be such a fucked up swap. When me and him came up with the Exiles, it was such a deep story, and we like talked about shit that we have never talked about. I don't think it's a nice swap, like from the Exile and all this depth that comes from the name to just coconuts. The Coconut Boys.
Yeah.
Who do you see as a role model?
Not gonna lie, NBA Young. Like a lot of people are gonna be like, oh yeah, NBA YoungBoy this, NBA YoungBoy that, but nah. Like I've been listening to NBA YoungBoy since the SoundCloud days.
Yeah, I mean he does make some good songs though. I do fuck with some of his shit.
He like low-key, like when someone talks shit about NBA YoungBoy, I take that person. I feel like he's my boy or some shit. I don't know. I just like his music. I like his style, everything. Like I relate to him in a way.
Yeah.
Because like he goes through a lot of stuff, but like he doesn't show it to people. You feel me?
Do you relate to him?
Yeah, I go through like hella bullshit a lot, and inside the home, outside my house, fake people, fake girls, like a lot of stuff. But I don't show it. I show it in my music, not like in my like when you see me outside, you're gonna be like, oh, he's funny, he's cool. But when you listen to my music, you're gonna be like, oh shit, he's going through some shit.
That's smart. That's actually smart. I don't like people who just complain.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna complain, might as well make money out of it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
Like
know?
complaining is not really gonna do shit. It's just gonna fuck you up
Yeah.
mentally
the
and
thing about-
physically.
Yeah, like putting in music as well. Like a lot of people like relate to that shit as well.
It's
Makes them
like-
feel like they're not like the only one.
It's kind of like when people outside they make music and they don't complain. The people who complain are like, let me say an example. Like for example, don't get it in like a way, but like people who are low-key like obese, they be complaining about their weight, but they don't go to the gym.
Yeah, like just get a healthy plan.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so
That's-
easy to change a life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You just need to have the commitment.
The thing is that when you want to change your life at the start, it will be really hard, But
Yeah.
once you do it, you're gonna be addicted to it.
Yeah.
Like back then, I was a fat guy. I was like really fat. But then, when like the first week I went to the gym, I felt like I was forced, because I started losing weight because I was bullied about my weight. So like
Yeah.
then I started losing weight to make myself comfortable, make myself like look better, trying to get a glow
your
up.
self-esteem.
The first week it was really bad. It was like ass because I was not in a good condition to like go to the gym. I was not healthy, nothing. Then I started my diet. I started going to the gym, everything. Then my body was nice, really nice. Then I started playing football. Then I left and I started playing basketball. I played professionally
Yeah.
for a bit, but then I got injured. So now I'm just like trying to focus on music mostly.
Oh, that's good. At least you have a focus level.
Like,
You
you
that
have a
mindset.
vision at least somewhere where you want to be. But it's like so many times like when people try to talk about like self-development shit, like they always make it so complicated.
Exactly.
Bro, it's not that complicated. You don't need all this, that. Bro, it's literally that simple. You just start.
You just
Exactly.
start. If you
You
talk
just
too
start.
much about it, you're not
You don't have
actually
to stop
end up
thinking about,
starting.
stop talking about. Just go and do it.
I mean, if you think in a way, like for example, jobs and when people work, people who really like do stuff that they don't like and they get money. Like for example, let's say someone is being a doctor because doctors get hella money, but he doesn't want to be a doctor. He's gonna be broke. But when
Yeah.
people do something they're comfortable with, like for example, YouTube. A lot of people do YouTube. I like music. Like they feel comfortable with it. They like it a lot. But a lot of
Yeah.
people are gonna be like, no, it's not gonna take you
You
anywhere.
grow a life that you
Yeah.
like rather than
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Like, bro, even this podcast shit, bro, we've never like been on camera talking to people, right? It's out of our comfort zone, but we don't give a fuck. We just go and do it. Why? Because we know that it helps us in some way in life. It's gonna do something for us.
Like, yeah, even if the podcast doesn't work, at least we're gonna grow communication skills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some.
We'll get something out of it. There's never nothing to learn.
Like imagine people study like communication at universities. Like they go to university and pay like what more than 60K just to know how to communicate. And
Yeah.
here like you can do it for free. You can just
You
talk
do
to
it for
others.
free,
and-
yeah.
Exactly.
Dude, like, you just go for it.
Like, what's the point?
Exactly, bro.
Watch YouTube.
Like what I swear,
Watch
like
YouTube, how to talk.
exactly. Just go to YouTube, watch.
Go to YouTube,
there's-
go to events, start going and publicly speaking. Get
Like-
out of your comfort zone. That's how you got.
Like there's some people
Yeah.
that don't know how to do that. That's why there's some universities, because universities is like exactly the same thing, but you pay money. Because like
Yeah.
some people are teaching you how to do
You
it.
pay hella money.
Hella money.
It's not even
bro, a
exactly the
lot.
same thing. It's more like studying rap all the time, but then not actually trying to rap. You know what I mean?
Like me right now I'm trying to like multitask. For example, I'm making music. I'm also studying in uni, trying to do something. You feel me? Also
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
sports. Like if you want to be good in life, you have to multitask. If you focus on one thing, only just one thing, imagine if it doesn't work.
You have to focus on one goal.
Yeah,
But you
like
have
10
different
ways to get to
sections
that
that
goal.
exactly. Like me, like my goal is to get rich. And how can I get rich if I'm only doing one thing? Now you have
Yeah.
to do many things. For example, to
Yeah.
like get every skill you need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need to run the game.
Exactly.
You need to be the creator of your own life. You can't just wait till people come here and just throw money at you. Like, who the fuck are you? Why would I give you my money?
Yeah, you're not a fucking stripper.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to be a stripper, bro, that's up to you. But like, I'm not trying to be a stripper. I want to
Yeah.
make money.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, low-key people like strippers and stuff. They have it easy. they're like me. In my opinion, like girls have it way easier than men. Way easier.
Bro.
A girl doesn't have to go to uni. A girl doesn't have to do this. Like
Yeah.
a girl just looking, but like, if she looks good, she
Like,
can
bro,
be rich.
just today, some girl was supposed to come on the podcast. Bro, she texted us, she's like, yo, I'm having a rough day. 5 minutes later, posting her story in a hotel room eating sushi. She knows who she is, I don't give a fuck. She can hear
Went
this.
out to car rides, eating sushi, but she's having a rough day, bro. I woke up to coconut. No offense to coconut, but I woke up.
Bro, we woke up to coconut and like a messy
a
room.
messy room.
Hella work to
I
do.
woke up to a
Bro,
cat just
we woke
licking
up,
me.
all this like background was just falling off.
Mm.
We had to fucking work, get this shit up.
Like me personally, girls always have it way easier. Like you can be the ugliest girl in the world, and people will still sing for you.
Yeah.
If you imagine you're a good-looking guy, a really good-looking.
It's definitely
It
not
doesn't
fair.
change.
It's
It doesn't change much for you if you're a good looking
It's
guy.
definitely-
No, yeah.
not fair.
If you're a really good-looking guy but you have no money, no girl's gonna come to you. Zero. They're probably gonna come to you just for like 5 minutes, get the attention. They wanna leave.
A lot of girls say they don't want it for the money, but let's be honest. If you see someone owning a business and you see someone working at Starbucks, who are you gonna choose?
Yeah,
Like, let's just
Exactly,
put
I
that
get
question
this
out
one.
there.
but it's
Yeah,
not even a
choose
bad
Starbucks.
thing, right? That's logical.
Exactly.
They wanna go for the person they can see a future with, right? Because someone who can provide.
That's what I'm saying. A man should be perfect. A woman can't be perfect and she can still be rich. Just by her looks.
And if you make
That's
fun
it.
of her for not being perfect,
you get cancelled.
Yeah,
doesn't make sense.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like right now, in those days, a lot of people are saying, like a lot of women are saying that, like, like men have more power. No, girls have more power. Like
Girls have way more power.
Girls have way more
They can
power.
manipulate you into doing anything,
Like,
bro.
for example,
but see, the thing is, I also believe it's somewhat to some extent men's fault as well. We give them the
yeah,
power.
exactly.
we're giving them the power, 100%. Men want to get laid. Like I'm gonna speak for all guys, but y'all want to get laid.
I mean, I speak for myself. I don't really give a fuck.
You don't need to.
I don't.
I'm talking about the teenage
I've never
kids.
cared about it.
Look, getting laid is a bonus. It's not a must. It's not a need. Just like a bonus. If
No,
I-
no.
I don't think there's a need
bump,
either.
But some guys go to the extent of ditching their boys
Yeah,
to
exactly.
get some pussy. Like what
Like,
the fuck?
I know some people, not mentioning names, I know some people that dip on their boy just to see a girl. Like they like when they go out with their boys, like sometimes they dip on them, they ditch
Yeah.
them. But when they go out with the girl, they be paying for like to see them. Like,
But you know what's even sadder than that,
Mm.
bro? Motherfuckers who ditch their boys to go and play video games.
Bro.
Bro, I had a friend like that back in the day. Oh my god, bro, that was. All I can do is laugh. That's all.
I mean, just laugh it out, fuck it out. If you're gonna over here be sad about everything,
Yeah, bro. If you can't
Yeah.
complain about your pain, might as well
Exactly.
laugh at your pain.
Yeah. Like, bro, fucking. Like, bro, she said she has a rough day and came on the podcast. What the fuck happened 5 minutes ago? Right? We're not gonna say shit, but you're still here.
Doesn't make sense.
like imagine, for example, your homeboy is like really busy. Okay, he's really busy. He's like, he has really so much stuff to do, and he needs your help or something. Would you go and help him, or would you like,
100%, bro.
or would you not imagine like there's two choices? You either go help him, or you either go and see a girl that you just gonna go get laid.
Yeah.
Cause some
Bro,
people
no, he knows.
Mm.
I think yesterday. Before yesterday, I had my wisdom tooth removed. That's why I have this like fucking bump here on my right side.
Yeah.
He gave me 4 like needles. I wasn't allowed to leave the house. He told me we need to record. I got the fuck up and I came.
Yeah.
It's different. There's difference between
Exactly.
sitting there doing nothing and just complaining rather than there's shit to do. You gotta do it.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about your rough day. Don't talk to me about how bad it's getting. I asked you to be on a podcast. You said okay. Get the fuck on the podcast.
Yeah.
like for example, like way back when I remember when we came all the way from the beach or some shit, I don't remember, and we were like sitting on your bench, me and you
Yeah.
and Cyprus or whatever.
Yeah.
And we started talking like deep talk.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he was going through shit. He didn't know that I was going through shit. Like we
Yeah.
we were acting normal, like really normal. We acted like we were living the best life. That's what I'm
I
saying.
wasn't
That's-
even acting. I was living my best life.
Yeah, you were.
I
but-
was. Even though going through
exactly.
that shit, I was still living my best life.
Exactly.
Why? Because it doesn't determine who the fuck I am. If I'm going through shit, I can be like, oh, I'm depressed.
Look, I don't want to say this in an offensive way. Everyone has trouble at home.
Exactly.
People who are sad enough to take it to the public, that's on them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you know that the public doesn't give a fuck.
You're not special because you have problems.
You're
Everyone
not
has
special
fucking
because you have
problems.
problems, because we all have problems.
Yeah.
You want me to be honest? Depression is not real. The word
Yeah,
depression
but I was
is
just
not
about to
real.
say that, right?
It's not real.
Bro, it's the same thing as like if you believe in God, then the rules of the Bible or Quran is gonna affect you, right?
Mm.
If you don't believe in that shit,
It's
then
not gonna affect you.
then you don't live your life by that. If you fucking say you're depressed, damn right, you're fucking depressed. Bro, if you just realize that it's not real and you just believe that it's not real, bro, how can it affect you?
Well, it's
like,
not
bro,
even-
I was depressed for months, right? Bro, literally, one day I just realized, I was like, this shit isn't real. Like, I'm the one holding myself to that.
Yeah.
And I realized it, and literally 5 minutes later, like, I'd be in bed all day just like fucking watching YouTube, just fucking around, right? 5 minutes after I realized that, I got up, did some fucking push-ups, and got straight to it, bro.
To be honest, I believe we all have mental illnesses. We are all depressed and everything. It's just when you go and label it on yourself,
Yeah.
you just put yourself in that zone. You put yourself in that mindset. You're
like,
gonna become
it's a
that.
part of life.
It's a
You,
part of
you can't
life.
ignore it. Like, you work with it, you use it to your advantage. There's ways you can use it to your advantage, right? But if you just label it, then you forget all the other parts, and then that one part becomes everything.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Like,
Like,
I don't know if you've heard of her, Melanie Martinez.
no.
She's a very like famous singer.
Hmm.
And her fucking songs, she got raped, she got sexually assaulted, she got sexually harassed, she got like the girl's traumatized. She could have gone to a therapist and just labeled herself and sat home crying, but no, she
Yeah.
decided to let her story out.
Like, for
Say her
example,
name
I
out.
don't know if you know this rapper called Jonah Lucas.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
Jonah
Jonah
Lucas.
Lucas, yeah.
This guy, like, he has ADHD. Okay, he doesn't like. In one of his songs, he's like, "Yeah, I have ADHD. I blame myself," but like, he's still living his life. He's still doing what he's
Yeah,
doing. Like,
he's
why
not-
not?
Bro, everyone has fucking ADHD, bro. Do you see
Exactly.
these kids on their like phones scrolling to TikTok 24/7 like all
Yeah.
day? Bro, they can't even stay on one thing for like, they can't focus at all. They can't focus at all.
People just need to learn time management.
Yeah.
You need to get your time together.
Like, why are they on TikTok? Because they want the dopamine quick. This quick dopamine hits. Who the fuck like actually wants to deal with all the bullshit off this world, bro?
No.
Exactly. But you can't just kill yourself, because then it's like you're a fucking pussy.
Like, I'm a Muslim, okay, and we believe that if you kill yourself, you go straight to hell, because only God can judge when you die.
Bro, I think if
No.
you kill yourself, you're already in hell.
Yeah, you're already.
Yeah.
Like, you're in hell.
You're already in hell.
Because like, look, like, I'm not religious. I'm Muslim, okay? And I don't want people to understand this in a wrong way. I'm Muslim, okay? But there's some things I believe that are right. Some things I like.
Yeah.
Like, for example, what I believe is really right when you kill yourself, because it makes sense. 'Cause for example, if you kill yourself, you're going straight to hell, because God wrote your book. God
You're
knows
adding
when.
something that's not yours.
Yeah, God knows when you're gonna die. God knows everything. So when you kill yourself, you're like playing with God's, like, what? You like, I don't know. You're playing with God's book. But like, when a guy kills someone, he's also playing with God's book. You feel me? So like, killing yourself and just taking the easy way out.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not your right. It's not
Exactly.
your human given right.
Yeah.
Like, let's say, and I'm just gonna make it in a simpler way for people who can't understand it. I gave you a book to go sell.
Yeah.
If you take that book and you rip it apart, that's not your right.
Yeah, it's not my right to fucking go do
It's
that
not
shit.
your right to rip it. It's not yours.
Yeah.
Same thing with your body. God gave you the body. You can't just go and kill it.
But there's some things that I don't really like. It's like, I'm not gonna say I don't stand with, but I don't really believe in it. Like, for example, they're saying that in Islam it's haram to get a tattoo, and because like it hurts, like, what, it's not good for your body or stuff. And they're saying it's haram because it's hurting your body. But in my opinion, haram is what, like, how can I say it? It's only haram if, for example, you're hurting your deen. You're
Yeah.
affecting your deen, not your body. Like, I can do whatever I want with my
Yeah,
body.
I can
Yeah.
be a guy that's fully tattooed and I can be.
You are
better
not
than
your
Exactly.
body. Your body is just the vessel, bro.
Exactly.
Like, if you crash your car, does that mean that you're a bad person because you crash your car?
No, that's what I'm
No.
saying. Like, some people, like, for example, they're saying like, if you drink, it's haram. If you do it, it's haram. It's my body. I'm hurting my body. I'm doing
Yeah.
me. I'm not hurting.
It's haram if you drink and you go beat someone up. That's
Yeah,
fucked up.
yeah. But if you're haram and you
Because
know
you-
what you're doing and you're not making yourself loose or anything, then yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
But I also
It's
feel
cool.
like certain substances, like, it doesn't just affect your body; it affects your soul.
Mm.
Like, some things, like, it really like lowers your aura. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
You can tell, like, when someone's a drinker, like an alcoholic, you don't even need to see them drinking to tell. You can tell
Yeah, you
just
can
by their
tell
presence,
By the way they look, by the way they act, by the way they feel.
the
around
way they
you.
carry themselves. You can just tell.
Like, for
and
example-
that's not anything to the physical. That's their aura. That's your soul. You can sense that shit.
Like, for example, if you see like an old guy walking down the street doing this, what are you gonna think?
You know, I'm trying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not that hard.
Give me 1 second. There's something that I stand with, okay, and it's self-confidence. Like, self-confidence is key. Like, let's say 1 versus 1 billion, okay. you're not gonna like if you have self-confidence and you're going the right way. Like for example, me with music, I make music because I like it. I know I may go somewhere with it. A lot of people, and I'm saying a lot, coming up to me being like, "Oh, you're not gonna go anywhere. You're not gonna make it."
Bro, everyone gets that shit. Just don't
Exactly.
focus on it. Whatever
Some
you
people-
focus on, it will come to fruition.
Some people with real talent, with like music and stuff, they stop because of feedbacks.
Yeah.
But if you stop, then you're not gonna do anything. Like God gave you a gift, use it.
People don't understand one thing in life. Everything you say is about self-reflection.
Yeah.
If I'm hating on someone, it's because there's a part of me that hates myself.
Yeah.
So people who come and shit on your music, for example, it's because they know they can never even produce a song.
Exactly.
People who shit on your like brand, it's because they know they can never start a brand.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, bro,
now.
do you ever see like a good rapper shit on another rapper, even if he's a shit rapper? You don't see good rappers shit on other rappers.
They
right?
help them. They boost them.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Because
Like,
they
for
know
example,
they've been there.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
for
they've
example,
been
people with like good bodies, they be showing their bodies and stuff, and the comments are like, "Oh, we don't care, we don't care." You don't care because you can't get it because you're too lazy.
Yeah.
If you're not lazy, anyone can get a good body. Anyone can be good at music. Like everyone's gifted, and a gift without a skill or like
I feel like if like I'm not even talking about in religion, but like I'm just gonna say like I feel like it should be haram like to not utilize the gift that God has given you.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I feel like that should be like sin, not to utilize the gifts that have been given to you.
100%. You should use all the gifts that God gave you.
Yeah.
Take everything.
Otherwise, you're
take
taking it for
everything
granted,
to the
right? If you have the
maximum.
gift and you're not using it, taking it for granted, it's like almost an offense to God.
Like for example, me, I'm good with music. Okay, that's a gift from God. And like for example, yeah, people get gifts from God, but sometimes they don't work on it. That's why they're bad. Like you're gonna see people being like, "Oh, I like making music, I like this, I like that," but they're bad at music. Why? 'Cause they don't work on like
They
themselves.
don't work on their vocals. They don't work on
Exactly.
improving. They don't work on their lyrics.
Like
some shit.
it took me years to
Like,
improve.
bro,
Years.
Like someone with talent, but no hard work, will not get anywhere as close as someone with no talent but all the hard work. Hard work will beat talent every single time.
You watch football, right?
But talent and hard work will beat anyone.
You watch football, right?
Yeah.
Like you know Messi and Ronaldo. Messi was born with talent. When he was born, he was juggling the ball. Ronaldo was all hard work. That's what I'm saying. Hard
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, Ronaldo has no talent. He made
Zero.
himself talented.
Hard work always beats talent. But Messi's over here because he doesn't only have talent. Nah,
He had talent and hard work, and talent and hard work will get you even further than that.
Exactly.
Bro, it's just practice makes perfect. Like let's say I have nothing to do with
I
the
don't think
piano.
practice makes perfect because no such thing as perfection.
Yeah, bro,
If you
if
believe
I-
in
if I have
perfection, that
nothing
means
to do
you're
with music
constricting
making-
yourself to improve, right?
For
Practice
example-
makes
for example,
makes improvement.
With drawing, who's the one who drew the Mona Lisa?
The artist here.
I don't know, Pablo Picasso or something
That
like
guy, when he started drawing, he was not good. He's probably drawing like stick figures. He's probably like really bad. But look at him now. He's
Exactly. Bro, I have nothing to do with drawing. Give me a pen and paper and give me like 2 years. I'll become a fucking artist.
exactly.
You just need to put the time and effort.
Oh, it was Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, dude, like he 100% was bad when he started drawing. 100%. But look at him now. He's like one of the best, if not even the best.
Yeah.
A lot of people fail to continue with their talent.
Yeah.
And this is something I actually fell into.
Like there's no
trap.
stop. There's no stop. Going. Like for example, let's say I was rich. I made $1 million.
Yeah.
I'm making another $1 million. If I make
Yeah.
another $1 million, I'm making another $1 million, $1 billion. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going up because no one wants to be broke. No one, like everyone who was broke and was there. That like I know for a fact, all of us had like the broke life for like the
Yeah.
broke phase. We all were there for a bit.
We still live in it.
We still are.
Like we were all like there for like a
But
bit, but we still live in
in our heads, in our headspace, we live like we're rich.
Exactly.
In our physical realm, yeah, we're not rich, but we're, at least me, I can speak for myself. I'm nowhere near as broke as I was a year ago.
it. Exactly.
At least I have a roof over my head. I can pay for food. I'm self-sufficient. Right?
People don't understand one thing. Think like something and you'll become that something. No one says, give me money and then I'll think about being
Yeah.
rich.
Yeah.
You need to think like a rich man to become a rich man. You need to think like a skateboarder to become a skateboarder.
Yeah.
You need to get into that mind state before you start.
Yeah.
Like you know people, for example, when they like people who bet and get like hella money. For example, let's say I'm gambling and I get 1 million. Like I have like a broke mindset. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna waste all my money. I'm
You
not
waste
gonna.
that 1 million. Like
Exactly.
a big
Like a lot of people are gonna waste it
There's-
on like
bro,
girls and money.
Someone's always making more money than you. Like whenever you try to make money from one of those type of things, right, such as gambling, bro, there's always someone above you making more money than what you're putting in. Like they're making more money off of you than you can make from it.
And plus, like, if you think about it, right? God God put us all here for a reason. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like some people kill themselves because they be like, oh no, I'm useless. No, I'm this, I'm that. No. Like for example, you might not be like a change for the world, but you might be a change for only one person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's more than enough.
Exactly.
It's
Like
more
if
than
you change that guy's life, he's gonna change someone's life. He's gonna
Yeah.
change someone and someone and someone.
That's the
It's
whole
gonna keep
life. That's the
going.
whole link of lives, right? Imagine if someone came and changed your life. That would change your whole perspective in your world,
Yeah,
right?
like
so
in-
to you change the whole world.
Like in your head, you're gonna
Bro,
be
one
like,
message can change someone's 10 years.
exactly. Like if you give back to someone, like let's say I was a homeless guy, okay, I had a job interview. Like I don't know if you see those videos on YouTube. Like there's a fucking like a homeless guy. He needs like a bit of money to get clothes to go for a job interview. And let's say so I was homeless and someone gave me $100 and I went and got clothes and everything, got a fresh trim and I went for my job and I got accepted. And I get hella money and I get rich. If I see a homeless guy in my place, I'm gonna imagine myself. So I'm gonna give him even more than 100. I'm gonna make sure he gets like where I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but some homeless people, I'm not gonna fucking disrespect homeless people, everyone has a story. Some homeless people, they're so stuck up the fact that they're bad, that even if you give them 100, they'll go spend it on liquor and shit and go back to being homeless.
Yeah, like some
Yeah.
homeless people are just homeless because
Yeah,
their mentality is
listen.
homeless.
Yeah, it's like sometimes it really is just their fault that they're fucking homeless. But I think, you know, in any case, you could be born homeless. That's not your fault, right? But it is your fault if you don't try to get out of it.
Yeah, how many people are born homeless and now they're literally the richest people in the world?
90% of the rappers, 90% of all the celebrities, no one was like there. Like Elon Musk, he was not rich.
He wasn't rich, he made himself rich, and
Yeah.
now he's the richest man in the world.
Exactly what I'm saying.
The thing is, people start hating on what they see.
Mm.
People
Yeah.
can't, and this is something that he told me before. When you hate on a rich person, it's because you're not rich.
Yeah.
If you were rich, you wouldn't hate on a rich man. Don't
Exactly.
do the bullshit if I don't want to become a millionaire. Everyone wants to.
Some of like rich
But if
people, they
someone
don't hate. They
came and
compete.
handed you $1 million, you would take it. You're not gonna decline it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If you had nothing going for your life and someone came and gave you that money, and you really needed it, you're gonna take it. Even if you just take a small portion of it, you're gonna take something.
Exactly. Like
Right?
you need to boost. You need something to like boost your.
So you
career.
just want the easy way. You don't want to actually go in and work for it.
And you said something about like people with money. They don't hate on other people with money. Yeah, they don't hate. They compete.
They compete.
Yeah.
It's a competition. It's a game.
Because everyone like
Yeah.
the people who compete, like for example Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, why they compete in? Because they want to be the richest people in the world. That's why it's a good
Yeah.
thing. They work hard. They do whatever to be the richest.
Life is a game, and you know, a game's gonna have a lot of challenges. The world is a fucked up place, right? But stop trying to fucking change it. No matter how much you do, there's always still gonna be shit that's fucked up in the world.
Mm.
You fix one thing, another problem's gonna come, right? All you can do is learn the game, get good at it, and then be at the top of the fucking game, become number one. Stop trying to change the game all the time. Stop trying to like act like it doesn't apply to you. The rules apply to everyone.
People, there's one emotion that controls most of humans, just jealousy. They get jealous of the other person and they stop focusing on the main reason they started.
I mean, question: have you ever seen Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos wear like Gucci or Supreme or whatever?
No, they
never.
don't give a
Because
shit.
they're rich internally and externally. You feel me? But it's more in the heart. If you in your heart you want to be rich, you think you're rich and everything, then you're gonna be there one day. You're gonna be up. But if you're thinking like being like, oh no, I can't do it. Oh no, I can't take it. Then you're not gonna do it.
You're not gonna do it.
Never.
You're literally telling yourself that you're not good enough. How do you ever expect to become good
Exactly.
enough?
So for example, with relationships, you know how like some relationship people are like, oh, no, I'm not good enough, and they would probably be like really, really good. For example, that's why they break up because of the things like their thoughts. For example.
It's all in their head, bro. I remember I'm a victim of this. I used to have a
You're not a
good
victim of shit, bro.
relationship going on. Ah, hello, cat. Bro,
Bro, there's a cat.
You want some coconut?
A cat in the stew, bro.
Cats do fly.
Are cats allergic to coconut? I have no idea.
Bro, my self-esteem back then made me ruin a lot of relationships with good people.
Yeah.
Because I always thought of what I was saying. I was like, oh shit, do I need to say this? Do I need to say this? Do I need to say this? When it got to a point to, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
It got toxic, it got bad, it went down. It's all because of me.
Yeah.
A lot of people just want to throw blame on others rather than accept the fact that they need to change.
Exactly what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Yeah. And plus, like one time in my old relationship that lasted like 2 years, I like imagine, I dropped everyone. Why? Because I was thinking about my girl, and that's wrong. Cause in my head, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna lose. And when I lost it, do you know what happened? I came back to everyone. I was apologizing. I looked bad. A lot of people hated me. A lot of people hated what I did. That's why you should always have a second option. Not girls. Second thoughts. For me, you should know what you're doing. You should
bro, I
think.
told him this before. Bro, love blinds you.
Yeah.
When you view the world, when you're in love, you view it with one eye. You view everything as positive. You view everything depending on how the relationship's going. If the relationship isn't toxic, your reality isn't going to be toxic. If the relationship's toxic, everything around you is going to turn toxic.
Yeah.
You can't link yourself to something. You can't link yourself to a label.
I know how some people in relationships they be not using, but more of how can I say it? They need the other person to feel loved. They have no self-love. They need the other person.
Bro,
when the other person
I
leaves,
believe, and this is why I'm not trying to go for girls or anything at this point in my life. The reason why is because, bro, you can't be in a healthy relationship until you're a whole person yourself, right?
Exactly.
A lot of people they have just a hole inside of them, right, that they're trying to fill. And then that's why when they get in a relationship, their partner becomes their other half. And I don't think it should be that. You should already be a whole person. They should be an extension of that. They should amplify that.
Bro, I believe the other half is the child.
Yeah.
Because that's biologically, psychologically, genetically the actual other half. This is your genes. And the only thing you should actually give your all to is children. Your children.
It's not another half. It's a whole duplication
It's a
of
piece
you.
Exactly.
And
just clone the fuck.
It is you.
I want to talk about this because I feel like it has to be talked about. For example, in America, there's a lot of divorce situations. A lot of people get divorced. You know why? Because they see each other. It should be more of a culture thing. For example, Arabs are Indians or whatever. You're barely gonna see them have a divorce. Do you know why? Because it's a culture thing. The parents talk to their parents and everything. So it's a culture thing. But in America, they do everything before marriage. They do everything that people that are married do before marriage.
Exactly.
So
they start their connection from down here when you should start it from up here.
So what if I get married? They have kids before marriage. They live with each other before marriage. They travel before. Why get married? That's why
live a married reality before they actually.
That's why a lot of them get married. They're 40, 30. That's why. But you're gonna see a lot of Arabs get married at a young age because they start living the marriage life at a young age, and it's kind of the same thing with rich people. A lot of rich people do everything. They do everything when they're rich. Skydiving, everything. So what is born now? That's why they kill themselves.
You got nothing to do.
That's why they kill themselves because they don't find anything good and normal. They don't find happiness.
You don't find happiness at all, bro. And I talked to him about this before. People need to keep a link with nature. You can't just always live the money life. You can't live an illusion life. Anything you buy can't be something you always stick to.
Yeah.
This guy
getting rich isn't just to become happy. It'll make you happy to a certain extent, of course, right? It will make you happy, but not because of the money, because of what the money brings to you, the freedom. But also it's not just the money, because it's the person, how you use the money. You could be rich and use all that money on a bunch of bullshit, but if you use it to gain freedom from this world where we're all being programmed and just restricted and being told what to do all the time, shit we don't even want to do and we know we shouldn't be doing, but for some reason, why do people still do it? Bro, and people are forced to do certain things, right? But when you get rich, you don't have to do those things. You don't have that you don't have that box around you.
And this guy really helped me a lot. Because remember when we used to party and stuff, I used to fight. I used to have anger issues. I used to fight with everyone. I didn't take no disrespect, nothing. I had no temper. My temper was really fucked. So I was he came up to me, he's try meditating. I was okay. I was what the fuck? First in my head I was what's that? Nah, it's not gonna help. Then I told you I started meditating and stuff. It took me only 1 week of meditating and I changed to a whole different person. No, I don't fight. I take uni seriously. I take everything seriously. I'm not lazy no more.
Respect.
You feel me? Meditating changes. And some people are gonna be because of cockiness, they're gonna be nah, it's ass. Nah, it's not gonna help. And some people will try it. They try to meditate.
And they try and they give up. It's the same thing as everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
You try, some people just try and give up. No, you gotta learn that shit.
I know some people try to meditate and they come say, no, it doesn't help. Do you know why? Because in their head they're gonna be no, it's not gonna help you.
Yeah,
they don't believe
you have to
exactly.
believe
You
it.
need to believe in the cause. Manifestation, all of this stuff exists.
Like, bro, literally, if you think to yourself, oh, I'm never gonna be rich, damn right, you ain't ever gonna be rich. Like, if you believe that, you know, the whole world is against you, yep, the whole world's fucking against you, because in your head it's against you.
Because some people think that, do you know why? Because they look at the negative stuff more than the positive. If you look at the positive stuff and ignore the negative, you're gonna be like living a happy ass life. You're gonna be like, oh, I feel loved. But if you look at the negative,
You
more than the
should
positive,
experience both, right? And you should look at both. But what people do is they try to live in the negative.
That's
Don't
why you
live in the
gotta-
negative.
that's why you
live
gotta
in the
balance it
positive.
out.
Learn from the negative. Experience the negative, but don't live in it. Live in the positive. Learn from the negative.
See, look, you catch whatever you want to catch. People can keep on saying positive things about you.
Yeah.
If you decide to catch that one negative thing, that's up to you.
Yeah.
You can. There's always positive in every negative message, and there's always negative in every positive message. It just
Yeah.
depends on you and your mindset. Like you right now, you can tell me, hey, get your shit together.
Yeah.
I can focus on the whole idea of, hey, he wants me to do better, or I can focus on the word shit.
Yeah.
It's up to me.
Exactly.
like me, you want me to be honest? Like there's this Hustlers University by Andrew Tate. I don't believe in it. You know why? Because it doesn't teach you how to be rich. It just gives you confidence. If you have confidence already, and you know, like you want to get rich, then why go there? Like over there, they like on that hustle. Like my friend is signed to like the Hustlers
Yeah, I tried
University.
it out too.
I saw everything. It's normal. Like you can see it on YouTube.
Yeah,
Where you're
yeah.
gonna be like, oh, I want to pay money to be rich, and that's not gonna help you. If
Yeah.
anything, that's gonna make you more broke. And some people, they use the Hustlers University and they get money. Do you know why? Because it gives them ideas and like confidence. But if you think you're own, if you're on, like if you're alone
Yeah.
in a bedroom, like,
See, I think things like that are for people who are already like in the fucking matrix, right?
Yeah.
And like, see, they're never gonna get out the matrix, but they still want to make money, right? So this is okay, fine, you'll make money, but you're not gonna live a good life. You'll make money, but your quality of life isn't gonna fucking improve. Where the people who like think for themselves, they, like, bro, the person who creates courses, you think they ever took a course?
no.
No, they made it themselves. Like they learn from their own experiences. Like yes, learn from other people's experiences, but don't make other people's experiences your whole life.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
only learn from that. Stop like you know, learn from yourself as well.
Wait, and plus, like in schools and universities, they teach you how to be rich. Why the fuck are the professors themselves not rich?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
How a broke person is gonna be teaching
Look,
me
I
how
remember
to be
I
rich?
took business class, right? This was when I was still in school, and the first thing I thought as soon as I went in, like, I never thought, I was like, why have I never thought of this before? But as soon as I went to that class, I realized something, and I realized that my teacher doesn't even own a fucking business. My
That's
business
what I'm
teacher
saying.
doesn't own a business. How the fuck is he gonna teach me anything valuable?
Yeah, exactly.
The
If you don't
fuck-
want
He
to
took a
start
whole
making-
business. He went to university. He took all these business classes. He got his master's degree. Everything. You're working in a fucking school.
Like you
You're
know,
just telling me what people told you. You're not
Yeah,
telling
you're
me
working in
something
9 to 5.
like right now, I'm in university just
What was
to
it
make,
for? You
like
didn't
right
use
now,
it.
I'm going to university not for myself, for my parents, because they want me to go there. So I'm trying to make my parents proud. But if it was for me, like me, look, I wanted to study criminology, not business marketing. I'm studying that because I couldn't go to England because my visa did not get accepted in order. I got a scholarship and everything, but I stayed here, and I was like, criminology here is not good, so I'm gonna study business marketing. But if it was up to me, trust me, I would not be going to university. I would be studying business marketing itself. I would not
Yeah.
even be going to school. Like imagine, you want to be a lawyer, okay? Would you rather go to school and like for what 12 years, just study nothing, or you would go to like a lawyer and take courses from a lawyer that's a successful lawyer?
Yeah.
What would you pick?
I'd pick
I'd go to
hanging out with the lawyer.
Exactly. Everyone wants to do that, but it's like my parents right now, for example, they think, oh, like you need school, you need university, because the government are playing with their head. It's just like the people around them are telling them, no, you need to do this, now you need to do that. That's why like I don't know, the community is fucked. Is we all are
A
getting
lot
paid
of
with the
people believe
government.
you need to pay money to make money, but that's not how it works.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And plus, for example, look, I don't really want to talk about this, and a lot of people are always being like, oh, he's rich. A lot of people are rich because of Illuminati. That's why they're rich, because of they sold their soul. Like a lot of people, but they don't say it. Like you're gonna be a lot of people are gonna be given hints of like being an Illuminati or selling their soul.
Yeah,
and all that
If
stuff.
you don't believe that shit is real, then I mean, well, first of all, I'm gonna tell. I have a friend, you know him too, right? You know what I'm talking about. But he like his father is a Freemason.
Mhm.
You know, it's linked to Illuminati and all those secret societies. he was going to join them, right? He was on track to join them, and he was learning from them. He was doing like, you know, getting ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
He stopped at the last second because he told me, he was like, you know, they were gonna make me join and stuff, but then they said that if I have to join, I have to do all these like fucked up things.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna say like specific shit. I don't wanna fucking kill myself. But.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy when you start seeing the truth. It's crazy.
Me, in my opinion, we're living in a simulation. Like for example, like that.
We're
that's
living in
all
someone
real.
else's world.
That's not like I'm saying. Like me, in my opinion, for example, like let's say gravity. No normal guy, like just a normal guy, will be like, oh, apple fell on my head. Okay, I'm gonna make math. I'm gonna say this gravity. No, bro. No random guy would say that. That's not a guy. That's not a normal human. That's probably an alien or some shit. Cause there ain't no way a normal guy would say that.
Yeah.
Like, and plus, no normal guy. Like for example, who made what? Like there's like Arabic. Okay, there's something called Arab. I don't know if you heard of it.
Of course.
No random guy is gonna be like, okay, Arab. Or like no random guy is gonna know, like for example, computers.
Yeah.
How did people come up with computers? There's not one random person. We did not know anything about computers. We did not know anything about technology.
I mean, someone already knows all this
Yeah,
stuff. And you just-
exactly. There's someone that already knows, and they're like testing us. They just give us the technology, and they're like, let's see if they can upgrade it or not. Because like right now, if you think about it, we're making robots. And one day, I'm telling you, and one day we're gonna be in zoos. Not like we're gonna be in a zoo, in a cage, and robots are gonna be living as humans.
Yeah, we're just gonna be chilling.
What if we already are, and this is just like a dream being played in our head?
No one knows, bro. No one knows.
Yeah, if you think
no
about
one would
it,
ever
You
know.
don't know. There's no way to know, but you know, it would be dumb to not question it, right? You should still question it.
Like there's a video I saw that a robot already had the satellite. Like how? I'm telling you, it takes one robot to fuck all of us up. Just one. Because we are being controlled by robots. We might be controlled by aliens, nothing. Like imagine, this is a whole universe. How many galaxies are there? More than 1 million. You
Yeah.
think that we're the only ones living?
Oh, of course.
Nah, but
No.
we're not even on Earth. We're not the only.
If
thing.
we were the only,
Exactly.
if we were the only like living beings, why would all this stuff exist? Like, who's it being used by? You know, it's there to be used for something. There's purpose for it, right?
And if you think about it, like in another way, for example, like we only explored 5% of the ocean, right? I think that they only explored
we
5%.
talked about this. We talked about
Yeah, I
this.
think they only explored 5% because there's something they're hiding from us. That's why they went straight to space, exploring space.
Yeah.
Because first, like instead of why would we explore that if we don't know shit about our own planet?
Yeah, bro. You don't just fucking like, bro. You don't. How would you even have the idea to think about leaving the Earth?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if there was something that was making you uncomfortable about it, or something that, you know, without even knowing like what the fuck is there in your own Earth.
I think they already know. They just.
That's what I'm
know
saying.
that this is
They,
how-
they,
exactly.
they say they've only explored 5% of it, if on like officially, right?
And when people go online and they'll be like, like this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. Like for example, there's a guy from NASA. Okay, he said some shit that I don't know. They made him delete it like immediately. He said some shit that he found out about NASA. They killed him. They killed him ASAP.
Yeah, no shit, bro. They'll kill anyone who gets on their way.
There was a video of the first guy to land on the moon, right?
Someone landed on the moon, bro.
There's a video. Someone came up to him with a Bible
Oh yeah, I saw
and
that.
said, "Swear on the Bible, swear on God, that the moon landing was real." And bro, he couldn't do it. He was just like, "Fuck off, get out of my sight."
You want me to knock you in the head?
Well, I want you to swear to
Get
God
away
on the
from me.
Bible that you
Get
walked
away
on the
from
moon.
me, okay?
If you walked on the moon, we're given the opportunity to swear to God that you walked on the moon.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to get the hell knocked out of you if you don't leave me alone.
So why don't you just put the end to the record in the argument and put your hand on the Bible, swear to God you walked on the moon.
Mr. Cybro, knowing you, that's probably a fake Bible.
Well, you're talking to the wrong guy. Why don't you talk to the administrator in NASA? We're passengers. We're guys going on a flight.
I don't hit people, but you're going to be on the deck unless you get.
I'm heading out. I appreciate it.
And get the hell out of the black house.
Well,
Take your stuff and get the fuck out. Why don't you quote me and say it's bullshit?
In the shadows, in Iran. I don't give a
I don't give a damn about all that shit.
You're full of shit.
Of lunar orbit being falsified.
Being falsified?
Correct. We got an unedited tape from a source at the Johnson Space Center.
Totally nonsense. Mr. Seibel, you do not deserve answers.
If you show this publicly, you're open for a lawsuit. Okay?
You couldn't even swear on the Bible.
But a lot of stuff are fake. A lot of stuff are fake. Because one, like, let's think about it. One, the moon landing is not real. Ain't no way they're gonna go to the moon and put like an American flag. Like, bro, there's ain't no way.
It's always America.
Well, exactly, but it's
always America.
But it's America
Yeah.
playing the system. It's America playing the system. There's a what is that?
They're making us think that they did all this shit.
What is that place that they hide it from everyone? There's like
Area 51.
Area 51. Well,
Yeah.
I'm saying ain't no way. Like the Area 51 is not connected to like aliens and stuff.
I'll just show you how stupid the humanity is. When the Area 51 trend was going on, it's a very deep topic.
Everyone's going
It's
fucking
a very deep
Naruto
topic.
running over there.
What did humans do?
Naruto
run. The Naruto run. That was the trend. Not the fact that there was aliens inside. No, let's fucking fantasize Naruto.
Bro, like fucking 15-year-old kids will go Naruto running, bro. Like I'm
The
telling
same thing
you.
goes on TikTok. Some people are literally talking about psychology and philosophy and helping you out, but what pops up? Renegade. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It will never make sense. People are choosing to be lazy. No one wants to educate themselves.
Bro, like, so just some random bitch like posting like videos for face, like lip syncing songs will get like what 1 million fucking views, and us like actually working hard, we actually using our brains, you know, we're talking about interesting things, well, fucking 1,000 views.
People don't want to learn. People want to always take the easy way. That's why, like, when people talk about weird stuff, they don't blow up. They barely blow up. Like, for example, like Andrew Tate, how did he blow up out of nowhere? Like, just like that. And he's like probably the only one. Like, for example, there's Andrew Tate, there's Nico. I'll stand with everything they're saying. Not like 90% of the stuff they're saying. But there's some stuff that, like, a lot of people that talk about real shit, that like real life, they don't blow up. They don't. They
Don't
get hate.
blow up.
Because all those people, they like, for example, let's say there's 2 videos. One talking about how to be rich, and the other one is how to make a TikTok video. TikTok video is gonna get way more views.
Yeah.
It's dumb. It's actually so dumb. Like, people are teaching their kids how to be immature more than mature. Like, for example, how old are you?
19.
19. In the 90s, when people were 19,
They can get married, hold a house.
they
have
were
children.
men. Like, for example, you're a man too, but
Bro,
it's
you
like,
be 16 going to fucking war.
exactly.
Yes, 16-year-olds go
It's
to
just
war.
it's the society that's fucking everything up. Like, it's playing with us. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm 18. You feel me? But like, what now? If I was in the 90s and I was 18, well, I would be driving a car. I would be like for example, my dad. He told me some
Have a wife
stories.
and kids.
Like,
But
my dad told me some stories, and I believe what he says because all his brothers told me the same. When he was my age, he used to like go up mountains to get some like food. Just go up the mountain because he used to live in Syria. He used to go up the mountain to get some food and come back down, and shit was hard. So he grew up. But people our age, what, like, they stand and play video games all the day.
Or they're on fucking Taliban.
What all these
Yeah,
platforms like
Taliban, bro. What the fuck?
what all these platforms like TikTok allow people to do is they allow lazy people to have the feeling like they've done something substantial in life or have been successful without actually doing anything substantial, right? Like, bro, at the end of the day, if you got clout on TikTok, right? Like, you're just some, you know, and you're not really doing anything, you're just fucking like here posting photos, like you're still broke as shit, but you just have clout on TikTok. Bro, you really didn't achieve shit. Like, all it is a number on a screen. It's just a number on a screen. You didn't achieve anything.
No, it's just lies we've been. People have been lying to us ever since we were born. That life
Yeah,
isn't
bro,
easy.
you know what's crazy? What I find absolutely crazy? Bro, in America, gay pride gets a whole month, and fucking the soldiers who died in World War II get 1 day.
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense.
And plus, like, there's something I want to talk about. Wait, like, bro, TikTok is fucking everyone up. It's fucking everyone up. Everyone's bringing
Everyone up.
It's the kids that are blowing up now. Like, for example, there's this guy on YouTube called Wine Toy Review. Bro, he gets billions of dollars just for opening toys and playing with toys.
Yeah.
Like,
But people don't understand one thing. Let me just throw this out there. The whole, how does my For You page know me? If you want to know, read what you agreed to.
Yeah. Read
This is
the terms
something-
and agreements.
Read what you agreed to. You agreed for a system to get into all of your data.
Yeah.
People don't understand this. You agreed to this. You literally allowed them. Because when you agree to the terms and agreements of TikTok, you allow them to get into your data, into your personal notes, to your YouTube search, your Safari search, your WhatsApp. You allow them into everything, so no shit your For You page is gonna be you.
Yeah.
Because everyone's life right now is over a phone. And it's so easy. Life is so easy. You want to fucking love yourself, you feel like you don't love yourself, you don't know how, read like 5 self-love books. There you go.
Yeah.
You want to develop a business mindset, read 5 business books. There you go. Everything you
not just that,
learn,
actually just throw yourself in it, even when you're not prepared and it feels scary. Throw yourself in it.
Like,
you'll figure it out.
There was
Trust
a
me.
phase or like a time where, like every time I would go out with him, you'd have this book.
Yeah.
He would always have the book. I don't know if you still read it or like you finished it. He would always have the book and read, and like sometimes you go to a beach alone and read it.
Yeah.
Like I remember that phase. Like, what was the book about? Can you like tell me about the book?
Bro, so I was reading Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's a pretty popular book, like among entrepreneurs. You're reading it right now as well, but it basically just teaches you how to use your money wisely, how to make your money work for you, not you work for money. That's putting it in simple terms. Like if you want to know more, read the fucking book. Don't fuck.
Yeah. Plus, there's something about universities and schools that I don't really fuck with. They teach you how to work for a person, not how to work for yourself. They don't teach you how to be a manager. They teach you how to be a worker, and that's what's really fucked about everything now. Cause like what now? Like for example, I'm studying business marketing. Okay, if I get a good PhD and everything, I'm gonna be working for someone. I'm not gonna be working for myself.
People don't understand. You want to take advice from a professor. That professor is working for the fucking university.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No shit, he's gonna teach you how to work for people because he's been working for people his entire life.
Yeah. Talk to the guy that pays him.
Talk to the guy that pays him. Talk to the owner. You want to actually learn, talk to the owner. The guy who's not even in the mood. He doesn't even have the time to come in to the university.
Yeah.
I mean, it's most probably, let's say like let's say an owner, okay? He's giving them information to teach us. That's good. But in schools, bro, what the fuck is A equal MX plus B gonna help me with my life? Bro, I'm not gonna fucking be like over here, like being broke and be like, bro, I know
Pythagorean theorem, bro.
Yeah, bro, how the fuck is that shit gonna help me? Like, how find X, bro? How the fuck is that shit gonna help me? Like, find
It's
X.
gonna help you.
Nah,
Yeah.
bro, fuck X, bro.
Trying to get rid of her.
That shit's not gonna help me with shit, low key. So why learn it? Why do this? Like, for
Yeah.
example, let's
I mean,
say,
for certain things, yeah, you need it, right? Like say engineering, shit like that, sure.
yeah, if I'm studying law,
Yeah, if you want to be a doctor, you want to be shit like that, fine, go to school, do that shit. But if you want to be like your own man, you want to build a life for yourself, you want to be fucking like, you want to be your own boss, there's no way you can do that. It's just going to fucking school, following everyone's fucking, bullshit.
but low key, do you know what school reminds me of? You know this game called Baldi?
No.
Like a bald guy just running towards you trying to beat you up. It's like a ruler. Well, that's school. That's cool. If you get if you get an equation wrong, he goes and tries to beat you up. That's school. If you get something wrong that you don't need,
Bro, there's never just one answer in life. That's the thing at school fucks with your head. It makes you think there's only one answer in life. So when something goes wrong, and when you try something to fix it and it doesn't work, you stop trying. Because you think that, oh, that was the only answer and I couldn't fucking do it.
like for example in school, yeah, they teach you multiple stuff that are useless. Like let's say I want to be a lawyer, okay? Well, I gotta study English, Arabic, like stuff that would help me, okay? Like stuff that are really good for me.
Yeah.
If I want to be a lawyer, what the fuck is biology and chemistry and all that shit is gonna help you with? Nothing.
What's so wrong with the education system is that it teaches you what you want it, like what it wants to teach you, rather than showing you ways to find yourself.
Like look, in my opinion, okay, schools should be teaching you like everything at like grade 7, and like grade 7 you will see what you're good at and what you're bad at, and what you're good in, like you will terminate like what's like determine what's good, what you want to be. For example, you feel me? Like let's say I'm studying law, okay?
Yeah.
Let's say I'm studying law, I want to be a lawyer and stuff. If I'm studying like since KG1, I'm studying math and all that bullshit, that's not gonna help me with anything. Nothing. That's why it's really fucked up with like universities and everything, because a lot of people are learning stuff that's not gonna take them anywhere. And plus, like all the homeless people, okay, most of them went to school. Most of them had some good ass marks.
Yeah.
Like Einstein, this guy's a genius, but his ass is math. He said 1 + 1 = 3, but he's a genius.
Don't know what's going on.
But he's a genius.
He's a fucking genius.
A lot, like for example, Elon Musk, he was ass in math. He was ass in university and schools and everything. But look at him now. He didn't even go to uni. I think he didn't.
Nah, bro. Gary Vee dropped out. All of these famous people. They
And
dropped out.
look where they are now. That's why they stand
But
against
Steve
school.
Jobs literally used to walk around with no shoes
Bro,
and dropped out of
a lot of
uni.
people fucking say that no, school is useful. You know why? Because they want to reflect to themselves and they know that without school they're nothing.
You know, the one thing that I
School's
can
actually
say
very useless
school
if you
does
know how to
teach you,
fucking play it right.
the one thing school does teach you is how to be disciplined.
Yeah.
Right? It does teach you that. It does teach you to do shit you don't want to do, just even though, you know, just to do shit even though you don't want to fucking do it, but every day you go and do it because it's like, you know, it's good for you. The only difference is it's not actually fucking good for you. They're lying to you.
And
right?
plus, it teaches you multitasking. Like for example, like in one day I'm studying all the subjects. That's multitasking. That's good. But at one point, it fucks up your head. Like for example, when you graduate, like in grade 12,
I have no idea what you want to study.
it's not really that. Like when you're in grade 12, you're gonna have all that, like all those hard ass exams and some stuff that you're not gonna be good at, but they affect your mark, they affect your report card.
The thing is, it limits you to what the school gives you, right?
Yeah.
Like, because if you're spending all your time in school and then when you're at home, all the time spending doing fucking homework, right? What time do you have to actually learn about yourself and actually experience life and find out what you're actually passionate about? What are you actually passionate about? Ask most teenagers, they don't fucking know. They don't even know what they're studying for. They don't know why they're studying what they're studying. They haven't experienced life. They haven't experienced, like, had real experiences in the real world to know, like, okay, what would I actually want to do? What's the vision of my life?
It's crazy.
And
They're
you
just
know,
given a vision and they're told that this is how it's supposed to be. And then they
like,
just end up believing that.
something wrong about some people, they use other people's success to make them look like they're successful. Like for example, you're gonna see a guy post like money and stuff that's not even his money. It's his dad's money or like his friend's money. And he's gonna post and show it to everyone. I swear a lot of people do that. A lot. That's
They
what
do, they
like,
do.
and then he's gonna think I'm rich. Like he's gonna be like, oh, I'm rich. Like for example, let's say my dad's success. Like you know Shaquille O'Neal, the basketball player.
Yeah.
You know what he says, and like Steve Harvey and those like the rich dads, they don't give their sons hella money. They be like, no, I want my son to work for his own money. Or
Yeah.
like he should be dedicated. If he's spoiled when he's young, he's gonna be spoiled when he grows up, and he's not gonna know anything. And that's what I don't stand with. I stand with like people being smart. Like for example, in school they teach you some basic shit that's really good for you. Like for example, in math, like what multiplication, division, and like in Sweden, do you know
I
that?
think what they do in schools that's good in Sweden and them is they pay students.
Yeah.
So they give them responsibility.
That's exactly what I was
Yeah.
going to say.
Their own money.
In Sweden, they pay people to go to school. Like they give them a reason to study. But over
Yeah.
here,
You're
you
building
pay.
a mentality of
But
responsibility.
over here, you pay. Do you know how much? Like some schools, you pay 90K a year just
Yeah.
to study nothing. Like that's really fucking dumb. Like I don't.
You see, because you were talking about rich dads, in my way of thinking, if you have like a Tesla and like a Range Rover and a McLaren in front of you, but your dad paid for them, but I have a 10,000 car that I worked for, I'm fucking richer than you.
Yeah.
It's my 10K.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
your dad's 500.
exactly.
I also think, you know, a lot of like a lot of people hate on like kids who like have everything handed to them, and yeah, you can hate on it if they have everything handed to them, but they're not doing anything else with their life, right?
Yeah.
Like you can have everything handed to you, fine, money wise, but you can still work on yourself. You still have something to work. You still always have something to work for. You still have You can still have new experiences, have meaningful experiences in life. Fine, you have the money. You got rid of that problem, but you know there's still other things you can do in life.
Take it as an opportunity.
It's an opportunity. Now you don't have to worry about that. Now you can just work on
yourself.
yourself. You can work on yourself. But people like who are born with money, a lot of times they don't work on themselves. Like they get the money and they think, okay, my life's sorted now. I don't need to learn anything else. I don't need to do nothing. I don't need to be a better person. Nothing like that. That's what they end up being snobby, right? Because they feel like they don't need to do anything. They don't need to improve themselves.
Like for example.
And also, you know what? That's quite substantially their parents' fault.
Yeah.
They don't teach them the right values.
Like you see kids, like for example, let's say I have a kid, okay, and in my head that's where I always know that the kid is not gonna be good, like not gonna be rich when he grows up. You're gonna see people taking kids to like supermarket, and the kid's gonna be crying like I want this, and they're gonna be crying. No, this kid's not gonna be successful. Kids who are grateful, those are the ones that are gonna be successful. If you're ungrateful for like what you get, then you're not gonna be anything in life.
Yeah.
If you're grateful for whatever you get, like for example me, like let's say on my birthday, like there's some people on the birthday they get like 10K and they're ungrateful. You're gonna see videos of girls like being like, oh no, I don't want this red Lamborghini, I want a yellow one, I don't want it no more. No,
Yeah.
me, if I ever get a Lamborghini on my birthday, bro, I'ma be No, that's
Bro,
like,
I
that's
feel
like a
I feel
dream.
guilty even accepting that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I didn't
Exactly.
work for that.
I'll sell it. To be honest, like I'll sell it. Like I'm just being honest with myself. If I get a Lamborghini, I'll sell it.
Yeah, I'll
because
sell
I don't see the
it.
point
I'll
of
sell
having
it.
a Lamborghini at this
Then
age.
yeah, exactly. Like I'll sell it and I'll try to make a company with it.
To be honest,
Not only
at
that,
this
you know,
age, I
some
wouldn't.
stuff like supercars and these
Yeah.
stuff, I want to work to get them. I don't want them to be handed.
Exactly.
There are some certain aspects in life that I don't want to be
Yeah.
handed.
And like at this point, yeah, like I don't want shit to be handed to me, right?
Mm.
If it's handed to me, I feel guilty because I didn't work for it, right? And then it'll fuck with my head. It'll
I'm
be
getting
like,
rewarded for not doing
yeah,
it.
like it fucks with your head because like you're doing all this work. Now you just got something handed to you. You feel like you did all this work for nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you got something handed to you that was literally worth more than everything you put in. So you feel like
Yeah, you feel like shit because
Like-
you feel like you feel like what you've been doing meant nothing.
Like imagine I come to you right now, yeah, I'd be like, look, here's $1 million, but if I give you the $1 million, you can't work, you can't start any business.
I wanna take
what
it.
is exactly. Even
Why
if
would
I give
take
you
it?
10
Why would I
million,
limit myself to 1 million. What's 1
exactly.
million?
There's some people who would accept it. There's some people who take the easy way out and be like, okay.
People don't understand the difference between them.
Bro, $1 million will run out like this. Like in the long term, think
Bro,
about it. It
save
seems
up
like a lot.
$5,000 a month for 6 months. You're a millionaire. It's
Exactly.
that easy.
Yeah.
To become a billionaire, you need like 500 years. It's a difference of mentality. People don't understand the difference between 1 million and 1 billion.
Yeah.
That difference between the M and B is a huge difference.
Like me, for example, like in my back day,
I read in this book once. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I read in this book. It said people are more inclined to take a leap from improving from 90% to 100% than from 45% to 55%. Even it's the same 10% increment, right? But to go from 90% to 100% is a whole different game, right? But you have to think of it like you have to think of it even when you're 45%. You gotta be like, it's still a whole different game, right? So you have $10,000, and the next step is 50,000, right? Maybe that's the 10%. But you're not as motivated to do that as you would be if you had $1 million and the next step was fucking 100 million, right? Or like you had $1 million, next step was $1 billion. You know, like.
You know, Loki, like with how stuff is going, like how everything's going, like today in this life right now. If I get like $1 million handed to me, I'm gonna be like, thank you. I'm not gonna say anything in the million once like that. But like for example, let's say you want to get a car.
Yeah.
Boy, you're gonna pay a lot on like the taxes and stuff. You're gonna pay like, let's say you want to get a house, you're gonna pay electricity, water, everything. That's what I feel like people who live in like normal buildings, for example, like normal houses, they pay for a lot of stuff, a lot. That's why I appreciate them. That's why I feel like.
Let me ask you guys a question. If someone came up to you and handed you $1 million, like, okay, let me rephrase that. Would you rather take $1 million that was handed to you, or would you rather hang out with someone who's gonna teach you how to make 100 million, but you have to work for it? You have to put in the work, but he'll teach you how to do it. What would you take?
I would work for ASAP.
Bro, there was a saying I heard, and if you take all the money in the world and you distribute it equally, in a week's time,
Comment
it's
down
all
below
in the same hands.
what you think. Well, what would you choose?
Bro, but that's so crazy to think about. Like, think about this
Yeah.
for a second. If you take all the money in the world and you distribute it equally, it'll go back in the same hands.
Yeah.
Which just boosts the fact
Bro,
that it's all about
everyone
knowledge.
tells the rich, oh, like, you know, like they act like they deserve a part of their money.
Yeah.
You don't deserve shit. You didn't work for it. That person, they're rich because they fucking worked for it. You want to grow your plant, and when it gets to a certain height, you're like, oh, that's good enough, right? And you'll just live with it. And then after a while, the fucking plant will die because you're not letting it grow. You're letting it reach its full potential, and you stop watering it. But what a rich person does, they start watering the plant. When it gets to a certain height, they keep watering it. It gets big. It gets big. It gets big.
You know, some people hate on like hard work and stuff. Cause like a TV show that's called Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
know. Big fan.
the millionaires and stuff. I saw this episode once where this guy was like talking about candles that he made himself, and they were like, how do you make the candles? He's like, I make it myself. They started hating on him, and he's like, they're like, who takes care of the house and taxes? He's like, my wife, but she supports me like making the candles. They were like, hey, your wife? No, this and that and this and that. If it was the girl saying it and the man working, no one would say anything. Everyone would be like, oh
No
yeah,
one
he's a
would
good
say
guy.
a word.
But if when it's the man, they started hating on him.
Yeah.
But everyone was hating. But there's this guy, I forgot his name, the richest one over there. Mark. This guy was being like, nah, that's actually good. That's actually smart.
Mark is such a G.
Well, Mark
is such a nice guy.
But this is the one I hate, the bald guy. Boy, fuck that guy. The bald guy, boy. Yeah, Kevin, boy, this guy is for fucking
Kevin
dickhead.
is very, like, like no hate towards him because he's very realistic.
Yeah, but he's
He
strict
only
as
thinks
fuck.
about. He has no emotion.
Mm.
Kevin gives you what you need to hear. He has no bullshit. Mark is more of a I'll come to you in an emotional way.
Yeah.
You know.
And like he tries to help. Like for example, let's say like Kevin, if he sees potential, he's gonna take you. But Mark, Mark, if he sees potential, he's gonna take you. But the other guy, Kevin, he doesn't want to see potential. He wants the potential right here. He wants like you being like rich and shit. That's why it's always him who's asking how much did you sell, how much did you make, how much did you spend. But Mark is not gonna say that. Mark is gonna be like, oh, it's a good idea. It will blow up one day. So alright, let's see.
Here's the difference between Mark and Kevin. Mark wants to help you by helping himself.
Mm.
Kevin only wants to help himself.
Exactly.
He doesn't give a shit. He gives no shit about your emotions. You're making him money, he's fine with you. Mark would take that risk of
like low key,
I see him.
like low key, if Kevin, like I'm at a business and Kevin was like, okay, look, I only take 5% of like the profit, but I'll help you. And Mark said, I'll take 50%, but I'll help you. I'm taking Mark all day long. I'm taking Mark.
I'd rather spend my time with
You
Mark.
know, have you ever heard about him, Mark? I think you're gonna know. I'll show you like a picture of stuff because this guy is like, he's a really good
No,
guy.
you know him. When you see him, you know him.
Wait, what was his name? Mark what?
Mark France.
No. I'm talking Mark Shark Tank.
Mark Shark Tank.
This guy, Mark Cuban.
Oh yeah, I've seen him.
This guy's, he's so wealthy and he's humble. That's what's good about him. Like being
Did you hear
humble.
about the story when he got he fucked up? His biggest regret. He didn't invest. In
Oh yeah,
his
yeah.
friends,
I heard about it. Yeah,
And
I heard
now
about
the guy
that.
is the owner of Uber.
Yeah.
And he didn't invest in it because he didn't see potential. That was his biggest regret. See, a lot of people don't see it as an opportunity. I don't know if you guys know the story about Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs or Bill Gates, we need to fact check that because I heard it from one of my friends.
Yeah.
He went to a news reporter and she asked him, how did you become a millionaire? And he just wrote a check and he handed it to her. She said, no, thank you. And she asked him the question again and he wrote another check and he handed it to her. Handed it to her.
Yeah.
He said, no, thank you. He's like, this is what happened. I took opportunities. You would have been the fucking most rich journalist by now.
Yeah.
There were 2 checks of like 10 million.
Fucking
All you need to do is
take.
take the opportunity when it's handed to you.
Yeah.
When someone said, when you say it like your story, and someone says, okay, there you go, just take the yes.
Like
Don't
what?
make such a no
What
man.
did she think about? Like no, I wanna make my own life. What did she think about, bro? He gave you a good ass opportunity.
People
Like
don't want to be yes men. Like sometimes
Yeah.
you need to be a yes man. Someone agreed with you. Just take the agreement.
Like for example, like me in my opinion, when you work with someone, it's way better than working alone. Like for example, going to the gym, you always want someone with you to help you. That's why some people get trainers or like bodybuilders to help them, because they would feel more confident and more comfortable with what they're doing. But like, when people work alone, they get bored. They're like, okay, like it's boring
Yeah.
now. I got used to it. Like that's why I think it's always like you need
I
someone.
think the most dangerous people on the planet are people who work alone. Who
Yeah.
do everything alone.
Yeah, they both.
And they're fine with they're
Just throw these
perfectly
guys
comfortable.
anywhere, they can make it work.
Yeah.
No, put these guys in any room. They
They'll
can make it
adapt
work.
to any situation.
Exactly.
But like in my opinion, some people that work alone, it's mostly cocky people. They work alone because they're cocky. Because mostly no one wants to work with them, or they always want.
No one wants to work with a
themselves
know-it-all, right?
Mm.
If you act like you know it all, no one's gonna fucking work with you.
I mean, if you work alone, then you got no communication.
Yeah, but if you do work alone though, you don't need you don't want to work with anyone anyways. So, and I guess you could be cocky. In a way, you could be cocky because you're not gonna be around people.
Yeah, like for example, me, I had this friend group, okay, and you know what I'm talking about. I had this friend group for a while. They're good people, okay. Some of them are good people. Some of them are really some bitches. I'm not gonna lie. There's some really good people that are really good, but they only go parties and stuff. That's not what I want. I want someone that would help me, like think or build a business or whatever. For example, like one of them had a really good idea. He made a whole merch, a whole shirt and everything, but he's not working on it now. That's what's really fucking dumb. He just made a couple shirts, and bro, I sold most of the shirts. I got more customers than he ever did, and he just dipped on it. And I told him, look, I don't want no money from it. I just want you to go.
I'll tell you what probably happened. 2 chicks told him it's not that nice and he quit.
Most probably.
Because he knows it was doing well. I know who you guys are talking about. He knows it was doing well.
Yeah.
He gave up because of people's fucking words.
And even till now, I tell people, oh, do you want to buy this merch? Do you want to? Because I'm not gonna lie to you. If he's not gonna continue it, then I'm gonna continue it. I'll say the shirts.
I was talking to him about it.
I see potential.
Yeah,
I see
like
so
if
much
someone
potential.
has an idea and you're talking about it and they just fucking quit. But you know, you were helping them with that idea and everything, you know everything about it, they'd quit. Now they're not gonna do anything with it, right? I don't think it's wrong to take that idea and fucking go. If it was a good idea, take it.
I think
Same
he
thing with
quit.
the whole Facebook thing.
I don't think it's wrong.
Fucking talk shit about Mark Zuckerberg for taking the idea.
Yeah.
It's not his fault that these two dudes.
But the person he
Yeah.
took the idea from, they weren't doing anything about it.
I mean, I think he stopped making merch or like clothes because he didn't see himself blow up. He didn't want to.
He didn't envision it in his head.
Yeah, he probably when he first made it, he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get rich.
He thought in the small term, right? He got enough money to go
Yeah.
take cabs to parties and this and that, and that's all.
Like
And
it
he
took him
left.
1-2 years, and he saw himself being like the same way.
He didn't have the right motive.
Exactly.
To start.
Like like when you want to be rich.
He didn't have the mindset. That's what it
when
was. He
you
had a
wanna-
good product, but not the
When
good
you want to be
mindset.
rich, a day matters. You feel me? A day. Do you know why? Because for example, let's say you make a merch. Okay, you're making a clothing brand, and let's say he like the guy who did the clothing brand, he dipped after like 2 years. If he dipped after like he didn't dip, if he continued for like only imagine 1 day, and the company hits him up and they're like, oh yeah, I like your stuff, let's work together.
Yeah, you never know.
imagine what
You
we
could
do,
be just
you know?
1 day away from blowing.
Like for example, you got you make skateboards, right? You got like companies talking to you about
Yeah, cats fly.
like some
Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about like.
Cats Fly, go
Nice.
get your stuff right now.
I appreciate it. Yeah, catsfly.com.
Yes, sir. And but I saw a video that he made, bro. Like that video, I felt happy for a kid when he gave him like a free skateboard.
Oh yeah,
and-
yeah.
Yeah, you
Bro,
gave him like
bro, it was crazy, right? I went to skate park and I was like, I feel like giving back something, right? So I brought a board with me. I'm like, I'm gonna give this away to someone today. I went to skate park and I saw everyone skating normally. I saw this one kid, he was trying to kickflip, right? Like it's not like a very impressive trick or anything, but when you're starting off and like, bro, you land your first kickflip, that's your whole world for you. Like your whole world in skateboarding just changes, right?
How did you also come up with the idea?
No,
of
listen,
making
listen,
skateboards?
bro. I saw this kid trying it, and I was like, bro, if you land it in the next 5 tries,
Yeah.
I'll give you a free board,
Took him one try now.
bro. Not even that, bro. He was saying, oh no, I don't got it, and I was like, alright, if you don't got it, I'm not even gonna fucking bother filming. Turn the camera off. I turn around, bro. Literally just 2 seconds later, like, bro, he fucking lands it. 3rd try, he landed it. I was like, what the fuck? And I gave him the board still. I gave it to him because I just wanted him to know that, if you just keep trying, good shit will happen to you.
Same thing you told me when I was like starting to
Yeah,
get
you
into
can like never tell yourself you can't do it because you can. You can do it.
Yeah, you remember that part when I was like dropping and you're like, we're not leaving until you get it.
Yeah, I told you.
That
like
boosted my
I
motivation.
told you,
got
we're
it the
not
second try.
leaving the skate park until you fucking do it. And then what did you? You fucking did it.
Bro, I've been trying to like drop on this drop because I'm new to this. And I've been trying for like 4 months and I couldn't because I always like whenever the second I try dropping I just jump off the board.
Yeah.
He sat down, literally, he's fucking tired. He sits down and he throws his board, just like, alright, we're not leaving. I get it like 3rd, 4th try.
Yeah.
You sometimes
It's
in
as
life, you
simple
just
as
need the
that.
right boost.
It's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that.
Like some people they fail under pressure, but a lot of people they get so much confidence under pressure.
Yeah, I work way better under pressure.
That's what's really good. Like, because in your life you're gonna experience pressure like a lot. Like for example, with businesses, you're gonna either have to do this or that. That's a lot of pressure. That's why when
Yeah.
people work better under pressure, that's really good for them. That's really gonna help them one day. And like that's why you always gotta know what's gonna happen. Like you're gonna, like for example, there's some people who are really smart, but for example, when like the teacher asks them a question, they're like they really dumb under pressure.
Yeah.
But you always gotta work on yourself under pressure. For example, like let's say basketball, there's some people who can do tricks and everything, but when they're being guarded by someone, they forget everything. They like
Yeah.
really bad. That's why like when, for example, one guy wants to like learn basketball, they always like some guy all on his face like trying to give him pressure, like you feel me, to make him
Yeah.
work better.
But that's what I was telling you about meditation, right? Because it helps you learn how to act calm and nonchalant even under pressure.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's so much shit going on in your life and you feel so under pressure, but it helps you just like take that pressure off. It's still there. Those problems are still there, but now you can deal with those problems with a mindset that's not fogged by your emotions.
Like for example, when I used to make music, okay, I used to like to do it alone in a room, because when I sing or like freestyle in front of anyone, I would be like under pressure. But now, like I like to freestyle in front of people more than freestyle alone.
Yeah.
Because I like to work under pressure, and it's like I don't know, it boosts me up. It makes me like
You should hit one.
Yeah.
You should do a freestyle.
Yeah, bro, on God.
Like right now.
You got
freestyle.
any beats you got any beats you like freestyle on?
Do you have any beat? Do you have anything to like hit up? Do you have a story?
Let me look for one.
Yeah, while he does that, we'll get the freestyle done and we just got it done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should do a freestyle too.
I don't fucking
Bro,
know how to
fuck
sing
that.
for shit.
Bro, you know how to bro, he sent me his song once. He made a song and he sent it to me. That was actually good. It was actually, bro.
Yeah, see, but that was written right. Like I'm good at writing shit. Like I can write a decent song, but
Yeah.
I write music for people who are
Freestyle.
sad. Like I give it to women.
I know if I worked on it though, I could definitely be good at it. But I don't.
At first, tell us what the hell are you talking.
I'm not really trying to be a
How's
rapper.
that fucking story effect?
No, look, with freestyling, like when I freestyle, I just say what's on top of my head. Like
Yeah.
there's this thing I wanna tell like to people. Like for example, when you freestyle, like let's say you're saying the word right, okay? What's when you wanna say right? What's the first word that rhymes that like goes to your head?
Right?
Yeah.
Wrong.
No, like that rhymes.
Wait, that rhymes with right?
Yeah.
Like
But
Height.
Exactly, like
Why?
Freestylers myself, bro. I
yeah,
have no
like,
idea, bro.
like for example, when
My
you
mind's
freestyle,
blocked.
you say like, for example, all these songs that are right. Like then you say some words, then you say something like some words that just come up out of nowhere. Like for example, these songs that are right, bitches wanna talk to me and bitches wanna fight. Like,
So you're saying right now, if I give you 3 words, you can freestyle to it.
yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna give you 3 words.
Okay, hold on.
We'll give him 5 minutes of preparation. Or no, it's
no
freestyle.
preparation, it's freestyle. You don't need preparation, bro.
Let me give you the 3 words. Now fuck with his mind, bro. Let's see how deeply he can get it. You have mic, fight, and coconut. You gotta get a coconut.
Respect.
Bitch, you be talking, I rap on a mic. Fucking the bitches, I all wanna fight. Nigga be talking, you see in the heaven. A nigga be talking, I see in the light. Bitch, you be talking this shit. Fucking, I'm hot, I don't fuck his bitch. Yeah, she wanna go suck my dick. Hey, listen, hey, I be sipping on a coconut. Fucking the bitch and I put in the butt. She be talking all this shit. I really want it, my nigga, I'm drinking a bus like.
Yes sir, yes sir.
I like that.
My
I like
guy,
that.
my guy.
I like that.
But
Well,
like
that's the best way of ending it. It's actually sick.
Yeah.
But like for example, I have some stuff that are written. Like if
Yeah, bro. Play some of your actual
Yeah,
songs.
play
like,
some of your music.
Like let him hear your shit. Cause
like there's
I really
something
fuck with
that
it.
I didn't show anyone. Wait, let me look for it right now.
Unleaked.
Yeah, but some unreleased shit.
I can rap one right now. Like I put the beat and I rap it right now.
Alright, go for it.
Okay, hold on. This one that I'm working on. It's like we fuck with Dave.
Yeah, I love
It's like
Dave.
it's like Dave
I love Dave.
type stuff. Hold on. I gotta step on a coconut though. Hey.
Shit, with the mic straight.
Look, hey, look. I wish I can go back now to the days when niggas were chilling and nigga was safe. I didn't have ups and didn't have beef. Just man of my bitch moving on my lane. Didn't care about girls, didn't care about money. Playing the wing, got my nose real funny. Then my dad started beating me up for no reason. Got me both up screaming, help me, mommy. 16, I went to juvie, killer chunk someone to get his cash. Then I had no job or fuck, I fucked it. Hey, at 16, I went to juvie, killer chunk someone to get his cash. I was free, but I had no job or income, so I started selling hash. My nigga got caught, but I didn't, so I said fuck it. Throw away my stash. Didn't wanna go back again to jail, so I stayed down home and watched some flash. At 18, I fell in love with a hoe. Thought she was the one. Will it play my heart on my soul? So I left thinking, why is love so dumb? Always wanted to buy a gun, keep hopes up, and we dreaming a ton. You feel me? Like, hey, like.
Yeah, I feel you.
I can't wait till this shit gets released. I'm
Bro,
not
for
gonna
real,
lie.
for real.
But like the stuff that I released, it's like I think I showed. Did I ever show you this? Hold on. There's one that I made. It's like a diss track on some people.
Him with the diss track. I fucking love this track.
Yeah.
Okay. My homeboy made the beat. Shout out to you, Milkman. The beat goes hard though.
The bullets on the strap, yeah, they touching you. They be yo, taking your money, yeah, they be hustling you. The bitches on the mouse when I thought I'm not touchable. I told you fucking mama many times in front of you. You asking for my flight and she gives to you. You a snake, you a bitch, I offended you. Why you capping no one in my, I'm the one who made you. I wasn't all you bitches, expect me before I murder you. You and her bitch, he's soft. You asked me for money, no, let's see who the fuck spoke. Got a case for her with some girl mates, he was flying. Baddest motherfucker, better stop with that line. Got a job on the other bitch. Next time when you break your leg, don't say shit. Always want that money, ho. You can make it. Wanna be gangsta, bitch. Stop trying to fake it. Rich motherfucker, better stick with them TikToks. Fuck a motherfucker, always got something to lose house. Only got those own shoes, you ain't got no money. Always a good joke on you, you ain't got no honey. Ain't no song, bitch, at this you little wretched. Bitch, pull up, thinking he's cool, he's static. He bully that giga, he calls them a faggot. Then he beat his ass and let them do a havoc.
Get the bullets from a strap, yeah, they touching me. Baby, yo, sticking your money, yeah, they be hustling me. Them bitches on the miles when I fuck, but I'm untouchable. I told you fuck your mama many times in front of you. Get the bullets from a strap, yeah, they touching me. They be always sticking your money, yeah, they be hustling me. Them bitches on the miles when I fuck, but I'm untouchable. I told you fuck your mama many times in front of you.
Gas, frags, max, a gun strap to last. I have a knack of smacking thugs fast. But fuck that, I'ma have a blackout.
That's your homie?
Jeremiah, shout out to Jeremiah.
You go around that shit. When the gun up in your face, you a clown, that's it. So how you mount that shit when you bound and slick? Let's believe I'ma catch you right around that clip. If you have it, bitch made studio gangsters, but on the streets we meet. And your movement is fast if I stand by it. Better sleep awake eyelids, cause you're faker than the chains and gangs I swim.
Probably sounds like a little diss track type shit.
Yeah.
We're not going to be posting all of his music. If you guys want to check them out, we'll leave a QR code somewhere on the screen. And go support my boy Enzee.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
It's my day one. It's my day one for real, bro.